What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Brush my teeth real quick. Hold on. Oh man, starting out 2019 pretty good. Woo. Get this started here. I think I made a video about this before. Oh man. All right. A couple people in here. Let me see. All right. So the movie Bird Box, right? Let's see something. TV. All right, hold on. Okay, so the movie Bird Box. It's a movie. I guess it was written by Josh Marlin. Actually, it was based on a movie, an author. And what's up? What's up, Cody Blue? What up, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing this morning? Just getting up, man. But I made a video similar to this not too long ago. Of course, last year. But I want to do a synopsis on this, man, because the video was deleted. So if you guys didn't see Bird Box, it's gonna be a spoiler. So if you don't like spoilers, you can completely exit out this video. You have every right to do that. But listen, man, I'm gonna go in. So people had different perspectives on this movie. Me, read the Bible a lot, and I'm trying to decode it, trying to, apply the Bible into my life. And so, I mean, this really had a lot of similarity to the Book of Revelation when John wrote it, and he was in an isolated island of Patmos before he died in old age. And so he had a vision of Jesus Christ coming back, and and pretty much just it's gonna be a new Jerusalem. He talked about the dragon slayer in Revelation 12. Can't really go too depth into it, but it's pretty much reminded me of that. So in the end times, and specifically in this movie, started off with Sandra Bullock. She was talking and prepping the kids and encouraging them spiritually, like, listen, this is gonna be a tough road. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be very difficult. But you cannot be weak. You're gonna be hungry. I understand, but listen, we have to get to a land. We have to get to something that's safe. There's hope out there. We're not going to give in. And her giving in would be if she uncover her blindfold, right? And then she would be exposed into this demonic spirit that was pretty much just like eating people inside and letting them do crazy things psychologically. So, I mean, I thought that was deep. And so me, after coming back from Impact in Atlanta, I understood that, you cannot have hatred in your heart and call yourself a lover of Christ, because God does not exist in hate. Because you operate in the hatred and the evilness, you still blinded. And she went through a series of tests, man. It started off with she was a young woman, a painter, and everything. And so not too many people really, she was pretty much an introvert in a way. I mean, she was a very successful painter, but her sister was like, listen, you just in an apartment painting. She went through a divorce, whatever. Like, you need to sell your art. Like, how can you have a baby in here and, you don't have a man to take care of you? It's just you by yourself. And so individually, she was just already like defeated, but decided to go to the hospital. She had a doctor's appointment, and then that's when the stuff really went down. And so the woman, it was a little a visitor. She was on her phone, and I guess she didn't know what was going on to the end times. And I feel like her being on her phone and being on the social media, it represents a distraction that we consistently distracted by entertainment, and we don't really know what's going on in the real world. And so you guys can really disagree with that, but she ended up being the first victim, and then therefore in America, because it started off on the news, it was just it started off in Europe and Russia, everywhere, and then it was just a contagious spirit, okay, just really convicting people. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. So a lot of this stuff was going on, man. And so she started banging her head consistently on the wall, man, and blood was all everywhere. And then people was in a tearing, people just started running all over the place, man. So I mean, I was like, this really intrigued me into the movie, man. So I was like, okay, so now they get into this house, and man, he actually the man's wife, whatever, this house that was like a nice house, a nice neighborhood. And I understand this wasn't in between the rich or the poor. This is really pretty much a war between like people who would have less access. Now, if you're a politician or you something in higher government, you will have access to these bunkers, okay? Because why you think that, you had things that happened in Indonesia. You had earthquakes, you had tsunamis. I mean, people who swept under the rug, man, and not up to date on this forecast, and the volcano eruptions, and so they were perishing. But somehow the elites, the people who control the country, seem to be victorious. It seemed to be okay. And therefore, they know what's really going on in the world. So I just felt like, as citizens, man, we pretty much under the pawn game. Yeah, it is, man. And this is me. So anyway, going to the movie, man. They couldn't remove their blindfold. Okay, so they had a bond. The man's wife, she was trying to save Sandra Bullock in that particular time because she was pregnant, and she ended up getting exposed and seeing her grandmother. Now she was seeing people in the afterlife. Remember Satan, specifically in the book of, I think it was Legion, that movie Legion, it talked about Michael the Archangel. And Michael the Archangel, you read the Bible, he was pretty much a protector, a warrior. And that particular time, man, it talks about the dragon slayer. So it's supposed to be a woman that's supposed to be birthing the Messiah, Christ, and so destroy Satan. And so he'll be going into the Hades and destroy it in the second lake of fire. And in that whole movie, it was trying to prevent her from doing that. But he said he was going to entice you. He was going to get you into your lowest emotions. She knew that she cared. The man's wife cared about people that's sick. But in that same time, she wasn't covering her own self. She was blind. And so therefore, she died. And it just went on trickling effect. And it pretty much mentally damaged her husband. But even though Sandra Bullock ended up surviving, that's what I got from it. And pretty much, man, as the movie progressed, it's they was all in the house. They was trying to figure out where to eat, where to go, how to survive. Man, I mean, this was going on for 5 years. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, she was pretty much the only one surviving. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. She ended up surviving the whole thing. And she ended up having this man, the black man. He was like a leader. Which she fell in love with. He ended up dying because he ended up getting possessed, trying to save her and her two children. But what I really got into it is just that, man, it's deep, man, because you know the radio frequency identification chips that can be really implanted into us, man. It talks about the 666, which is the mark of the beast, because if you receive that, your covenant from the Lord would not be covered. So the name of the movie is called Bird Box, man. So it's gonna be in the title. It's called Bird Box. It's on Netflix. Go ahead and watch it, man. You might have a different point of view of it. I'm just trying to summarize it. I'm not trying to have this video too long, but I want you guys to go and see it. I know you probably seen like parodies of it, but look, man, from a religious point of view, go ahead and watch that movie, man, because it really talks about survival instincts. It talks about how to when to trust people, when to act certain way, man, when to have some type of training, spiritual training. Remember, it says, have the helmet of salvation, the belt of truth, have the breastplate of righteousness. I mean, all these things, man, comes to effect when it's in these end times, even every day your walk of life. So, it was just kind of crazy, man, but how enduring it was. I mean, it took her 2 or 3 days just blindfolded on a boat. I mean, she was on like in a canoe, man, trying to reach her family into this so-called promised land when she actually had a radio type of transmitted signal communicating to the deputy, say, listen, well, we can't reveal our tool location, but we're gonna tell you, just go into the stream and you will see something. Like you'll feel it when you get there. It's gonna take at least approximately 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, depends how fast you travel. So anyway, towards the end of the movie, she ended up going to the Hope, and it was the blind for the Hope, and the movie just went off. And I know some people, a lot of critics didn't really care for the ending, but this movie right here was a psychological thriller. It was just excellent beyond means, man. And I really appreciate these type of movies because right now it really took me a step a notch, and just my faith is extremely important because at the same time it's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna turn away from the faith. I had a gentleman, man, named Moses. I met, dude. He's into computers. He go to Tuskegee Institute in Alabama, and he was just saying like computers is a new way studying information technology. And he was just saying, yeah, the chip that's gonna be for real. I want to say about 2030. I told you guys in my video about 2030, bro. Like this, it's gonna be self-driving cars, bro. Something is real. Ain't gonna be no use for UPS. It's gonna be drones right now. Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos, no problem. Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, he's having drones right now delivering packages, man. Everybody want things fast and efficient, man. Bro, it's to the point that I go to Domino's, bro. I don't even have to literally go to Domino's. I can download the Domino's app, bro, and tell them what I want, what type of pizza I want. They deliver to me within 20 minutes, bro. I'm telling you, man, this technology is real. I did it a couple days ago, and it came. You just reveal your location, where you at, boom. Just get the driver. Can you imagine, though? We don't even need, I'm pretty sure it would be robots cooking our food. it'll be robots cooking our food, bro. But they're gonna hit the bartending industry, they're gonna hit the retail industry, nigga, they're gonna hit just everything. Target, man. I'm pretty sure right now, if you take the radio frequency identification chips, bro, right now, just on your right hand, you will be able to buy and sell things. All you have to do is just literally go to the supermarket, like do 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 do. All right, let me get some let me get some curtains, shower curtains. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in the bathroom that I can think of right now. Let me get a video game. All right, sir. Robot was like, do you have your RFID chip? Boom. You got like $3,000 in your bank account. Boom. You know, you just scan it and then you go, you're on your way. And I'm just trying to say, like, this is the newest technology that's going to come about 2030, bro. Like, our grandchildren are going to be involved in this. I think something like this in the bird box or government may be working on some type of epidemic. But why you think, like, the CDC, Central the Disease Control, bro, keep saying the flu epidemic is huge? I mean, that's something they created, bro. Like, we got to get real, man. So I'm just trying to say, like, listen, man. Things that I learned I apply to get right with Christ because it may get real in our lifetime, but you got to understand that we'll elevate ourselves when we're in heaven. And listen, bro, it's more than just going to church, bro. I'm talking about just spending time with the Lord, bro. Getting books, go to the Bible store, like we got time. It's all about fulfilling yourself with Jesus Christ, bro. I'm telling you, that's the only way to really make it out of here. Forget all about the money, fame, all that stuff, bro. That's just an illusion, bro. That's not real. There are soulless people. At the end of the day, you're not really focusing, you're not competing. You know, you're not competing with one another, bro. You're doing everything you do, you're doing it for the glory of God. Yes, I understand you have to work, you have to get a job because you got to pay the bills. That makes sense. I understand that. But don't let your corporation change who you are, okay? Because we belong to God, right? He created us in our image. And so after watching Bird Box, I like how Sandra Bullock, she didn't give in. Even though some people were saying, it was this dude named Rail, he was one of the characters in the movie. They decided, you know, to get some food because he used to work at the supermarket. And then there was some dude that he used to work from the prison. He wanted to kill him. And at that particular time, man, you know, he was just banging on the door. I think, me personally, if they probably wasn't gonna let him in, but I think he was trying to. He was just getting really angry and very aggressive. He was like, "Let me in, let me in, let me in." I'm like, "Oh shoot!" So you know, Will was like, you know, he was in his mind and everything. So all he did was he ran and boom, you know, and sacrificed himself. But I mean, just watch the movie, man. It's really excellent, bro. Um, it's excellent. Go ahead and watch the movie Bird Box on Netflix. I wanted to code this movie, but it's really preparing ourselves spiritually in the end times and what can really happen, man. Because if you don't have any valuable resources, like for instance, if you have, I talked to my father about this because we did a review about this. If you have $10 million in your bank account, $10 million in your bank account, what would you do? The average nigga would be like, well, let me get some shoes, I'm gonna get some, you know, jewelry, I'm gonna get a house. I mean, nigga, like, don't get me wrong, a house may be a good asset, you know, because you can have land and all that stuff, but you still gotta pay taxes at the end of the day. I just say like this, with me, I get stock on food, I stock on water, I get a bunker, you get what I'm saying, some solar panels, get some weapons, man, and you know, have to maneuver, you know, get a map, and you won't be able to use your GPS or your phones and everything if we have like an EMP bomb, you know, electromagnetic pulse. I mean, these are the type of systematic things that can happen. Think about it, man. You have Hurricane Harvey that just happened, bro. Like, I think last year, or a couple years ago, whatever. You remember that? So people got upset because Joel Osteen opened his church. And my thing is, you know, I mean, Joel Osteen is really not, any pastors really not obligated to open their church to a huge amount of people. I mean, it wasn't a huge disaster like that. I mean, people did lose their lives in their homes, but that comes from a lack of being prepared. We live in America, bro. Like, always just so and bombarded of just materialistic things and just things that just really intangible. I mean, it's crazy though because this is the blindfold that we have, and this what Bird Box is revealing to me. It's that a lot of people are blind. A lot of people are blind. If you understand the movie, you look in the movie, it was people that was actually immune to it. You get what I'm saying? They love the hatred. They love all the demonic spirits and stuff like that, man. So I just want to say, like, listen, man, you got people that like the earthquakes and stuff, the volcanic eruption, man, that happened in you know, Hawaii. What is God saying to us? You get what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, think about it right now. It can be a disaster. They can say, you know what, all gas stations are closed for 2 years. Bro, it's gonna be over, bro. 2 years. Niggas gonna be like, oh my god, how I'm gonna get to work? Niggas gonna be, man, on the highways, bro. Niggas, bro, it's gonna be crazy. You know, people gonna be, you know, hollering. People gonna be mad. I remember in 2001. I think I was like in the first grade. Yeah, I'm 90s baby. I'm 25 years old. But back in 2001, we had a blackout. Okay, the first day, people was like, okay. All right, it's first day with no lights. All right, whatever. We got some food, whatever. Second day, okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. The third day, people got a little antsy, and then I want to say the fourth and fifth day, that's when people started looting. It was crazy. People was like, and I think this happened during the summertime. I'm just looking like, wow, man. I mean, now my father, he had candles and everything. It was the summertime, so we wasn't cold, thank goodness. But food was getting spoiled though. But we had water, and then luckily we had a little generator. Then we ended up getting power the next day. But I'm just saying that simple things, simple these simple tests, man, it can really happen, bro. And I just think that a lot of us are not prepared for it. We want things handed to us, but that's what I'm saying, it comes from the manipulation of the government and I want to say the mass media. Now, I'm not saying, oh man, you don't have to have fun. And yeah, balance it out, but at the same time, still be aware, bro. Like, I mean, it's a huge mass destruction. And what I understood is that we need each other, man. Yeah, they want us to be divided through race, like blacks and whites and all that stuff. Yes, black people, we have our own problems too. White people as well. But at the same time, bro, this is all we got. If I feel like we belong to Christ, we are all brothers and sisters, regardless of race, man. We belong to Him. We are the seed of Abraham. You get me? All right. Remember, Abraham had to leave, and therefore, received the blessings and be the fathers of many nations. Jacob had to wrestle with a man in the book of Genesis 35, right? And therefore, the birth of Israel started. I mean, yeah, he was hurt. He wrestled him all night. He had a broken hip, but he sacrificed his body for the next generation. And I just feel like right now, we live individually, all this individualism that's going on right now. I'm just going to get a career, get good money, and just, live my life. But we're not preparing for the next generation. I just feel like right now, the only thing we can do, just express through love and righteousness. And I think this is what Kanye West was trying to say, but he couldn't really articulate himself the best way as possible. But it all makes sense to me. Dog, I just experienced so much. When I went to Impact in Atlanta, bro, I told you guys, bro, like it was people from South Side of Chicago, people from North Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio, Louisiana, and all that stuff. Man, dude, I used to think everybody from South Side of Chicago were thugs, bro. Man, I was completely wrong. That is not true, bro. Now you got some, but that is not true. But they are the most humblest people ever, bro. Seriously. And you just see like that's just for me just looking on TV and reading the news and stuff like they will when you keep seeing something over and over again you will start believing it, bro. You get what I'm saying? But this is why you have to travel. You have to explore other cultures and see for yourself. But the TV don't want you to do that. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to think independently. And so when you get the RFID chip inside you, it controls your mind and manipulates you and it controls your soul. You can't think for yourself. But you'll just be so mesmerized, be like, oh, well, at least I can get this new Gucci belt. At least I can get this new Louis Vuitton. At least I can get the new materialistic things. See, you get what I'm saying? Like in 1 John chapter 2, verse 17 said, the world is passing along and so its desires. But whoever abides in the will of God lives forever. We are in the world, but we're not of the world. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? So like as Christians, like we're different. We're like Superman. We're not from Earth. We're from somewhere else. But we're just here temporary to complete a business and a mission. So, man, that's what I'm gonna say, bro. Like, we gotta wake up. Like, nigga, 2019 and beyond, like I got breath in my body and I don't know everything. I'm not a threat. You know what I'm saying? The government don't see me as a threat. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just speaking my truth. But I'm just saying like this, bro. Travel. Travel. Please travel. My nigga, like, I'm about to book a flight to Iceland, dog. Man, y'all niggas. I'm about to book a flight to Iceland. I'm about to be there in May, bro. I'm about to be there in May. Nigga, shit is like I think it's about like $700, something like that. Round trip ticket, $787. That ain't nothing. Nigga, we spend that like almost every day, right? Shoes, jeans, all that stuff. Iceland. I'm going to Iceland. I never been to Iceland before. Got a passport, going to Iceland. Then I'm gonna try to go to Rwanda, then Ghana. I gotta see stuff, bro, before I leave this earth, bro. I gotta see stuff. And I'm trying to encourage you guys too. I'll go broke traveling. I don't care. You feel me? You know, the government is trying to take the guns away. Exactly. Well, like I said, it goes to mass manipulation. You got government. You got the New York governor Cuomo, General Cuomo, from New York. He making it very hard to obtain your gun laws. That every 30 days you have to renew your permit. I mean, only you can get certain guns, and then therefore they having all these shootings and all this stuff, man. At the same time, bro, we need to protect ourselves. The government want to take our guns so we can be completely defenseless. No, see, but like I said, bro, they want us completely dependent on them. That's what the Democrats want. And we cannot allow that to happen. But it's us who are people, man. Someone in the political officials to stand up for that and recognize what the hell is going on. Just checking my battery, bro. But yeah, but nigga, going to Iceland, bro. Alaska, Australia, nigga, Rwanda, Lithuania, man, the Ukraine. But my next project is Iceland, bro, and I will be filming videos there. Telling you, bro, like y'all gotta, like, you gotta see the world, bro, and just I just want to do a complete warning, man. But after watching Bird Box, that opened my eyes to a lot of stuff, and me traveling, seeing other people coming from different cultures, bro. Like I see where they're coming from. Dog, like it's crazy, man. As a black man in America, bro, I completely understand, bro. Like it was just an amazing thing to see and to experience. Black men collectively coming together and worshiping God. That is crazy, dude. I never experienced nothing like that before. Consistently, man. It's just what brought me to tears almost too. I was with my boy Mike, and I think he prayed over this 8-year-old. What up, Levon K. Son? He prayed for this 8-year-old. All right, he prayed for this 8-year-old, and he was crying because he wants to be a biologist. He want to be a biologist. But the thing is, they said he had ADHD, and that discouraged him from becoming one. Prayed for him. I'm like, listen, bro, you can do anything you want to be in life, bro. You could be anything you want to be in life. Don't let no man tell you what you can't do. You talk to God. And God says you're gonna be a biologist, you're gonna be a biologist. Maybe you can have a cure for all this. Maybe you can stop all these. You can be against. You see, like you feel me? Like you can probably, it's already a cure for cancer, but a cure for all this stuff, man. Like you can be the best top doctor, bro. Like I was talking to this young man, like, bro, you can. It was just crazy, man. Just crying with him, like, listen, bro, don't get discouraged. Continue with your schooling, bro. Get your PhD. You can do it. You're a black man. You can be successful. Go. We need biologists, bro. Nigga was hugging, man. He was happy, bro. So I was like, it's just sad because ADHD is a made up thing. It's not real. Of course, men has testosterone. We're not, especially at a young age, man. We're not. The school system was just meant, like, just for women at the time because we're not used to just sitting down. We had to at least get up, move. We had to move around. We had to convent. We had to be creative. You know, it's crazy, bro. And so just a wonderful experience, man. It really put a lot of things in perspective. Coley Blue says we are the only country that gives us a social security number. What's up with that? I don't know too much information on that though, but I'm gonna do some research on that. But I kind of heard about that from one of my Morris brothers. But I heard too you can get money from your social security. So I don't know too much about that, but I won't be surprised, man. But like I said, like the birth certificate, all that stuff, you get shots. I mean, it's just identify redlining you, man. But I see a lot of potential in the community, bro, in the black community, bro, in America, bro. Like seriously, like we can do this. It's us. Did you know that if black people, we only have 41.7, we own 41.7% of black people own homes in America, compared to 73.1% of white people owning homes and mortgages. That's sad. Y'all probably say that's progress, bro. Since 1968 and the Fair Housing Act in 1968, nigga, we was having like it was 70. I think it was 42%. It went down to 41.8. It's crazy, bro. We have made no progress as far as accumulating wealth and generational wealth. Like I'm just researching this stuff. It's crazy. So I saying like, listen, nigga, black men travel, see the world, look, network with other people. It should be no reason that we have all this technology in the world, but we can't message or say, hey, brother, since you're from Poland, bro, and I'm from America, listen, you can come to Wisconsin, man, and I can show you around Wisconsin. and everything. And now come to Poland, you can show me your culture. Like, bro, we should network and connect with one another with that. But we so too divided through politics, we divided through race, we divided through just social economic things and all that stuff, man. But that's the one of the key ingredients to divide and conquer a nation, bro. Because you know who's gonna be saved? The so-called elites. They want to destroy us, right? And so they can continuously rebuild. So if you look at an Illuminati, they want to at least have the population to 500 million. It's about over 300 and I think 29 million. No, I think it's over 360 million people in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, this is why we have hormones in our chicken, KFC, all these clone. Because, I mean, at the same time, it's too many people here. It's too many people. We need more grocery stores. And so at the same time, for us to be efficient, as many people keep being born and stuff, we need equal balance of people being born and people being and dying as well. This is why you have women having hormones, or they having periods at the age of 8 years old, 7 years old. It's crazy, bro. I mean, this stuff is not real, man. All this is not real. It's not real. It's not real. Damn, like, nigga, I'm just saying, man. Let's just study, bro. Let's research. Watch Bird Box. And travel, dog. For real, get your money up, travel, bro. I don't care, go broke, travel, just travel. Cause I'd rather do that than just buying fucking clothes, bro. I'll be butt naked and traveling if I had the chance. But like I said, I'll be in Iceland, dog, in May, and I'll be talking to you niggas, okay? But I just want to get this video out to y'all because I love y'all. It's 2019, man. This shit is getting real out here. It really is. But y'all share this video, man. I got stuff to do, man. I got to take care of. But I just want to take the time to talk to y'all, man. So Cody Blue, Levon, Case on everybody, people I met in Impact, man. I love y'all, bro. But continuously be you, man. Study, do some research, man, and love God, man, and like, comment, subscribe, man. If y'all want anything to talk about, I'm gonna get back to the social security things. I don't know too much about it. You can email me at rodney9312@gmail.com. Okay, rodney9312@gmail.com. Email me for personal questions, bro. And yeah, I'll probably give you my personal phone number for real, bro. I love y'all, man. Let's rise up, motivate each other, man, and let's eliminate this depression. Let's break the code. I'm out.